banger for you. I received a lot of different previous days about my team, and people were curious as to exactly the makeup of my team. Um, let me stress this before I even get too deep into it. I have a 49ers theme team, and it's obviously not no money spent, but it's not the best team. During weekend league, you run across some teams that are ridiculous. Mine is crazy. Like, people have literally quit from seeing these three cards. But it's all about scheme. It's all about, shout out to my boy Trevin. Um, yeah, he helped me out a whole lot with even the team as well as scheme. Pretty good dude. Pretty good dude. But I've been asked to take you all through my team and show you all on that. So here we are. Right now I have a 93 overall 49ers theme team, and it was 93 offense and 94 defense. Pretty stacked. Pretty stacked. But again, just because you have the best players on the field doesn't always mean that you're going to definitely dominate. Let me take you into the team binder here. All right. If you notice, we are 50 out of 50 with 49ers. 50 out of 50 with 49ers. And we have, out of our entire offense, we have 6 players that are not 49ers. Those 6 players are Steve Hutchinson, Kevin McWye, Orlando Brown Jr., Steve Smith Sr., Brett Favre, and Mike Allstott. Now, my weakness. The reason that you should not always fear, it's 2 reasons why you shouldn't always fear these God squads, okay, when you play them in weekend league, or even when you play them in head-to-head. EA Madden goes according to skills-based matching. So I'm sure some of these players are reverse boosting so they can drop down the rookie before they start playing their weekend league games. But for the most part, when you see those teams that are souped up like mine, if they are in veteran or if they're in MVP or legend or rookie or whatever the case may be, it's because their record says they need to be there. So that means, yeah, they may have the best player, but you may have the best scheme. And that doesn't always necessarily mean that you're going to lose just because you have a worse scheme than anybody. Here's a free trick for you. 92 speed is 92 speed. I don't care how good of a team you have. 92 speed is 92 speed. I say that to say this. There is a fad right now. When these quarterbacks are on this option run and when they are on just quarterback draw, those 2 plays are so OP. You can shed with the defensive line. You can having a quarterback spy on someone who runs a 94 speed is absolutely pointless. It doesn't matter. If you have someone who's already rolled out and he's decided, okay, I'm about to run, how are you going to chase him down? Your defensive line is not fast enough. Unless you put a cornerback on him, he gone. It's just that simple. And I know the people are going to respond and say things like, well, just put quarterback contain in and make sure that you have your line spread. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. 92 speed, 94 speed they gone. Period. Okay? Out the gate, they are gone. So, with that in mind, back to my 49ers theme team here. At receiver, I was not too thrilled initially. I had Andre Johnson and Emmanuel Sanders, Kendrick Bourne. I had another receiver from the 49ers, but he was like an 86 himself, so I didn't necessarily want him to have to see the field. So I put in Steve Smith because I had some extra 49er players, and he was able to upgrade the position. Now, what I need to do is activate Brett Favre, but I do that away from camera. That takes a little second. Running back, I have Barry Sanders, who I was able to switch over. I was able to switch over Andre Johnson as well. As you all know, you can put them on any team you want. I was also able to switch, Reggie Bush has a 95 Kim. I mean, all maxed out Kim, and Frank Gore has a 91. So, it's pretty stacked at running back. EA, I hope you see this. You're releasing some fire cards. We need a right tackle. Right tackle is one of the weakest positions in the game right now, and we need a right tackle to be upgraded. Yeah, let's go ahead and get on that, please, EA. That'll be much appreciated. But yeah, that's the offense. Now let's look at this defense. 49er defense is crazy good. Like, it is. If somebody is averaging, giving up like 28 points with this defense, they need to go and do some research, because you literally have top 3 at every position. If you look carefully, your secondary, your second string players for the most part could probably play and hold their own. You have a pretty stacked team if you have 49ers. If you have a 49ers team. If, as you all can see here, I have one defensive player that is not a 49er, and that's Micah Hyde at free safety. Everybody else is a 49er. Now, some may be curious as to, okay, exactly what does that do for your team to have all those 49ers? Well, it boosts almost everything. Let's look at Nnamdi Asomugha's attributes here. Nnamdi Asomugha is a 93 speed, 95 acceleration, 92 agility, 91 jumping, 95 play rate, 97 man coverage, 88 zone coverage, 95 press. This man is great in press, okay? He's great in press. He's great in man coverage. He's not the best zone player, but you know now to just man him up on somebody. That's his specialty. That's what he does. Let's look at Dion here. Let's look at Dion. Then I'll show you the next player I was thinking about. Dion is a 96 speed, 97 acceleration, 96 agility, 90 jumping, 95 play rate, 97 man coverage, 96 zone coverage, 86 press. Now, I've seen a lot of people get a little frustrated and say things like, Deion Sanders is getting burned off of press coverage, and he runs a 96. How is that possible? It's very possible. It's possible because he has an 86 press. Deion is not created to press. Deion is created to put on an island. He was Darrelle Revis, or Darrelle Revis, however you pronounce his first name, before Darrelle Revis was. He was a guy that you could just put on the island and you didn't have to worry about that guy for the rest of the game. That's who he's meant to be. Him and Nnamdi, when Nnamdi was dominating. Now, Nnamdi Nnamdi tapered off towards the end, but when Nnamdi was prime Nnamdi, before he went to Philly, he was nasty. But, he tapered off a little bit. But with that in mind, got to stop pressing Deion. You have to stop pressing Deion. If you just put him on a man and let him do what he does. And also, it tells you up in the corner of their cards, too. Nnamdi has man-to-man on his card. Rob Woodson has slot on his card. I mean, he's a better slot corner than he is just man-to-man corner. So you put him on the slot. Dre Bly, man-to-man. Micah Hyde, which is great. He's my free safety. He's meant to be in zone. He's a zone. Hey, Broncos just beat the Patriots. Doesn't mean anything to y'all, but as a Bronco fan, Wins are expensive these days, so I'm hey. Appreciate it, Broncos. Good looking out. Way to help a bro out today. Richard Sherman. Richard Sherman is a zone corner. But it's obvious why Richard Sherman is a zone corner. Richard Sherman is he's a long cornerback. He does great in coverage, but he has 82 speed. 82 speed. Richard Sherman is designed to get his hands on somebody and play an area. He cannot be running all around the field. That's not who he is. So if you have Richard Sherman trying to keep up with a Brandon Cooks, holla at you. He out of there because he's gone. He's gone. So with that in mind, it really helps to know who you have. It really helps to know who you have in their specialties, because if you know who you have in their specialties, it helps you a whole lot when you're playing the game. But yeah, I also have. I know some of you all watched me pull Deacon Jones on yesterday, and some of y'all may be curious why he's not in the game. Well, I'll show you why. Justin Smith is a 92. I don't necessarily go all the time by. I don't always go by the overall. I go by the attributes sometimes, and that determines what I'm going to do. I'm going to fully power up Deacon Jones today just to be sure that I'm making the best decision. But as of right now, speed. If Deacon Jones was fully powered up, because I don't have his theme team, he won't jump as high as Justin Smith. So even if I had him fully powered up, Justin Smith is an 83 speed, Deacon Jones is an 81. Justin Smith will probably win. Acceleration, Justin Smith is a 90. Deacon Jones is an 89 right now. Justin Smith would probably either tie or be just one behind. Strength will be equal. Justin Smith actually will win regardless of the power-ups I put on Deacon Jones in tackling. Justin Smith will win play recognition. Block shedding will go towards Deacon Jones. Power moves will go towards Deacon Jones, and it's not even close in finesse moves. So Deacon Jones has his advantages, but Justin Smith is also a 3-time 49er. So he gonna be on the team regardless. He's not going to the item binder. He's going to be on the team. But looking at all of the things he brings to the table, it would be in my best interest to keep him on the field. I like to use defensive line as well. Some people obviously have an issue with that. It was funny to me yesterday. Ran into a guy, now I beat him in weekend league, and he got upset, went to my inbox and started just talking crazy, talking about some you still use the defensive line. Well, here's the thing about that. You need to be able to use all 11 players on defense, and you need to be able to pick where you're going to apply pressure from. And if all you're doing is using the quote-unquote user, well, that becomes very monotonous. And if anybody knows anything about the game, well, I know where you're going to be by the setup of my offense. So you need to be able to switch. It's nothing. I come out one play and be on the right defensive end. Then the very next play, I'm on the left defensive end. The very next play, I might be on the safety. The very next play, I might be on the linebacker. You never know where the user that I'm using is going to come from. So if everybody's always using straight user, okay, do that. We'll see how that works for you. It didn't work for him. He was upset. He got drove, and he was talking pretty reckless. I would shout your name out, but I don't do that kind of stuff. That's a little petty. It's a little bit petty. But yeah, you saw the defense. Also, EA, can you give us another punter? I would love to put some chems on my punter. I would love to put some chems on my punter. So if you could, help us out with that'll be tremendously appreciated. But I put Johnny Hecker. He's an 87. He's the highest punter I've seen so far. And Morton Anderson has a 90. I have slow kick meter on him. And just 49ers sprinkled throughout my specialist page. And my head coach, of course, is Kyle Shanahan. Uniforms are 49ers Stadium. Use LA offense. It's been pretty nice to me. I think the plays that I maximize out of there are in another playbook though. So I'm going to see if I could possibly use that. And if I can, I'm going to go that route. But yeah, that's it. That's it. I hope I have shown you enough to get your team up and running. Nothing major. And if they, I'm expecting some more 49er quarterbacks to come out in the future. I'm expecting a Kaepernick quarterback. It would be amazing if we could get a Tom Rathman or even a Roger Craig for fullback. Either or. They would both be amazing. Offensive line, we already have Larry Allen. But I know we had some 49ers in the glory day. So hopefully they'll release some of them. A TO will be great. If we got but Randy Moss is probably coming. If Randy Moss comes, I'm not big on Steve Smith. He's fast, but that's it. He's fast. He's not very outstanding. Like Reggie Bush lets you know he's on the field. I'd like players who are that exceptional. So I've taken enough of your time, and thank you all for your attention. If you have not subscribed, go ahead and bless me with a subscription if you don't mind, and also if you would leave me a like and on the video, leave some comments. Tell me what you want to see. Let me know that you're interested in something, and I don't mind showing it at all. I don't have a problem showing you whatever you ask me for. Also, share the page, share the video. We're growing, and we're on the right track. We're the future's looking very bright. With no further ado, though, have a good one.